witches, Jenny Love, the Rogue Witch from Broom Book and Candle. And this is the 30 question Halloween tag. Number 1, favorite horror or Halloween themed song? This is Halloween. Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 2 is name something you wouldn't want to run into in the dark forest or an abandoned building. Any wild animal that I couldn't beat, or a muggle. I am definitely more afraid of muggles than I am of the spirit world. Have you ever played with a Ouija board? I agree with Lady Gravedancer. I don't like the term played with. People use them to talk to spirit. I don't use them any longer, and not because I'm afraid of them. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one. But I did use one when I was 14 in somebody's attic, to get scared. Number 4 is favorite horror monster or villain. When I went to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, 15 years ago, I was looking for all the villains. I remember saying to one of the clerks in one of the stores, like, where's Maleficent? And they kind of looked at me like I was twisted. I wanted to know where all the villains were. I think that Maleficent is probably my favorite villain. Number 5 is the creepiest thing that ever happened to you when you were alone. Everyone had either gone to work or gone to school. I was sure someone sat on the bed. I was awake. I thought, okay, I have to see who this is now. I turned around, nobody was there. Number 6 is, would you dare to spend a night in a haunted house? Mr. Rogue Witch and I would love to do this. I wouldn't do it alone, I don't think. And that, again, I would be more afraid of the crazy man that lived next door than any spirit, but I would love it. I think it would be good times. Number 7 is, are you superstitious? I guess I am superstitious, but not of like a black cat crossing your path or breaking a mirror. We grew up with certain superstitions. My mother, gospel according to Olga, things like, I don't know if it was shoes on the bed or hats on the bed, so I don't like shoes or hats on the bed. Fork fell, it meant a woman was coming, or a knife was a man or something. You were going to get company. But a black cat always just seemed like a black cat trying to get to the other side of the road. It never bothered me. I do think that certain things have meaning, so I guess that's superstitious. If a hummingbird comes to you, what medicine is that? Or if the crow's yelling at you, what does that mean? Dead crow, that's good luck. So that's superstitious to me. But the bad luck ones, step on a crack, break your mother's back, that sort of stuff, no. Number 8 is, do you ever see figures out of your peripheral I just mentioned a hummingbird and there's now one outside my window. What does that mean? Do you ever see figures out of your peripheral vision? And here in this particular house, we do see shadow people. My niece used to see them. She used to have the bedroom that I have. My brother has a 2-family house, and we rented the other half of the house a couple of years ago and had to take over one of the bedrooms, and that used to be her bedroom, and she used to have night terrors and see shadow people. And my husband and I both would see them in that room. We don't anymore. I do way too much witchcraft and smudging and clearing in this house, and I think that they've all kind of taken off, but we do always feel certain presence here. Shadow people, we do see them. Number 9 is, which urban legend scares you most? I'm not scared of any urban legend. Number 10 is, do you prefer gore or thrillers? I would have to say thriller. I like a really smart thriller. If I can tell you what's going to happen next in a movie, I'm bored. Number 11 is, do you believe in multiple dimensions or other worlds? And I would love to say yes, but I don't know. Number 12 is, have you ever made a potion of any kind? Well, on Friday nights, I certainly make a potion. I don't think that's what this means. Number 13 is, do you get scared easily? No, I don't. I sort of love to be scared. If someone scares me, and you actually get me, I will laugh. I think it's the funniest thing. I think it's great. If I went to a haunted house and somebody actually got the best of me and scared me, for the second that I'm scared and then the second afterwards, I love it. I think it's the best. Number 14 is, have you ever played Bloody Mary? Of course. Number 15 is, do you believe in demons? And then it's slash or the devil. I believe in demons more than the devil. I sort of think the devil's man-made. I don't believe there's a place where bad people go when they die. I don't believe it. Could they end up stuck here being pissed off? Sure, I think I believe that more than I believe in hell. I believe in demon more so than the devil. 16 is, if you're home alone and you hear footsteps, what do you do? Find out who's in my house. Number 17 is, if you get trapped in a scary movie, what movie would it be? That's a great question. Great question. Does it have to be a movie? I'd have to say The Walking Dead so I could hang out with Daryl Dixon. Number 18, if you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? Really? Which Number 19 is, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yes, and have. Number 20 is, in the zombie apocalypse, what would your weapon of choice be? I love this question. We discussed this in my family ad nauseum. I was shopping with my niece in an antique shop, and they had this huge antique sickle, and we're walking through, and she goes, oh, we need that. And I said, what do we need that for? And she's like, zombie apocalypse. I was so proud, I have to tell you. So sickle, that sickle, and I guess a gun. And while we're on this subject, you need to discuss what sort of zombies are in this apocalypse, because again, we've discussed this ad nauseum. If they are the slow moving, drag your leg zombies, sickle. If they're the fast moving 28 days zombies, I'm out. I need a gun because I need a bullet in my head. Other than that, sickle. And I'm in. Number 21 is, would you prefer Halloween party or trick-or-treating? Is there booze when you trick-or-treat? No. Halloween party. Number 22, this is a long one. So if you're in a horror movie, are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? I'd have to say I'm comic relief, right? And I'm definitely the smart one. Number 23 is, do you have to watch something happy after you've watched a horror movie? No. Number 24 is a long one. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I'm none of those things. I watch the movie to the end and then I go to sleep. Number 25, are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? I've been on both ends. It's all good. Number 26 is, what's your favorite scary book? I read the Friday the 13th before I watched the movies. Number 27 is, what was your first horror movie? I remember it vividly. My cousin Michael was babysitting for me. We should not have been watching The Hand. Oh, what a great scary movie. I loved every minute of it. Number 28 was, what was your first Halloween costume? The first Halloween costume I ever made myself was Frankenstein. Number 29 is, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? This year I am working the Sleepy Hollow Festival of Witches in Sleepy Hollow, New York. I'm doing their 2-day bazaar, and I'm also working at their Witches Ball. And the theme is dark fairy tale. So I am going as a ghost witch. And number 30 is, if you could have a spooky Halloween pet, what would it be? And you've all seen my little Salem. He is the cutest little kitty. He's a Devon Rex. He looks like a little gargoyle, little bat, little cat. He's my favorite spooky Halloween pet. And that's the 30 question Halloween tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like more videos from me, please click the little red subscribe button. Please find me on Facebook, Broom Book and Candle. The website, Broom Book and Candle, is almost complete. You can also find me on Two Chicks Apothecary. And as always, you guys, go get your witch on. Bye.